Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most popular casino games in the world, Blackjack. Lots of people play, but not everyone knows how to play smart. You've probably heard about card counting, but let's be real, that's movie stuff and can get you kicked out of a casino pretty fast. So, what can you actually do to increase your chances of walking away from the table with a smile and some extra cash in your pocket? Well, today I'm sharing 3 insider tips that go beyond the basics. These are practical strategies that you can start using on your very next trip to the casino. Stick around, because tip number 3 is a game changer that most amateur players completely overlook. All right, let's jump right into tip number 1. Always, and I mean always, split aces and eights. This is one of the most fundamental rules of basic strategy, but you'd be surprised how many people hesitate or just don't do it. Let's break down why it's so important. When you're dealt a pair of eights, your total is 16. That's the worst possible hand in blackjack. It's too low to likely win, but it's high enough that you'll probably bust if you hit. It's a lose-lose situation. By splitting the eights, you turn one terrible hand into two much more promising ones. Each new hand starts with an 8, giving you a solid foundation to build on. You have a decent chance of drawing a 10 or a face card on either hand, getting you to 18, which is a strong, competitive total. Now, what about aces? A pair of aces gives you a total of 2 or 12. Hitting on a soft 12 isn't terrible, but it's not maximizing your potential. An ace is the most powerful card in the game because it can be a 1 or an 11. When you split them, you're starting 2 new hands, each with an ace. Think about that. You now have 2 opportunities to hit blackjack or get a strong hand like 20 or 21. You're essentially doubling your chances of hitting the best possible outcome. I've seen so many players just hit on a pair of aces, and it's like throwing away a golden ticket. So remember, if you see 2 eights or 2 aces, split them. No exceptions. It's the single best move you can make in those situations. Moving on to insider tip number 2, never take insurance. This one might sound controversial because the dealer will offer it to you so convincingly. Insurance? They'll ask when they're showing an ace. It feels like a safe bet, a way to protect your hand, right? Wrong. Insurance is a side bet, and it's one of the worst bets you can make in the entire casino. Here's how it works. You re-betting that the dealer has a 10 value card in the hole, giving them a blackjack. If you're right, the insurance pays 2 to 1. The problem is, the odds of the dealer actually having a 10 are not 2 to 1. There are 13 possible card ranks. 4 of them are 10s, jacks, queens, and kings. That leaves 9 other cards. So, the odds are roughly 9 to 4 against the dealer having a 10. This means that over the long run, the insurance bet is a losing proposition. The casino has a significant edge on this bet, and it's designed to slowly drain your chip stack. It doesn't protect your original bet. It's a completely separate bet with bad odds. So, no matter how tempted you are, just politely say no thanks to insurance. Trust the math, not the moment. And now for the tip I promised you, the one that separates the pros from the amateurs. Tip number 3, pay attention to the dealer's up card. Seriously, so many players are just obsessed with their own 2 cards, trying to get to 21. But blackjack is not just about your hand. It's about beating the dealer's hand. The dealer's visible card gives you a massive amount of information. If the dealer is showing a weak card, like a 4, 5, or 6, your strategy should change completely. These are called bust cards because the dealer has a higher chance of going over 21. Why? Because they have to hit until they reach at least 17. If they start with a 5 and draw a 10, they have 15 and must hit again, risking a bust. So, when the dealer shows a weak card, you can afford to be less aggressive. If you have a stiff hand like a hard 12 through 16, you should stand. Don't risk busting yourself when the dealer is in a vulnerable position. Let them take the risk. Conversely, if the dealer is showing a strong card, like a 7, 8, 9, 10, or ace, you need to be more aggressive. You should assume they have a 10 in the hole and are starting with a strong total. In this case, you need to hit on your stiff hands to try and improve, because a total of 16 isn't going to cut it. By adjusting your play based on the dealer's up card, you're not just playing your cards, you're playing the entire situation. This strategic flexibility is what will truly give you an edge. So there you have it, 3 powerful, practical tips to improve your blackjack game. Split your aces and eights. Never take insurance, and always base your strategy on the dealer's up card. These aren't magic tricks, but they are proven strategies that will lower the house edge and give you a much better shot at walking away a winner. Practice them, internalize them, and you'll see a big difference in your results. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time.